make sure you watch this video before you request a selling limit increase, because if you don't increase it in the right way, you may end up getting rejected and you're going to have to wait a whole 30 days before you request a selling limit. So if you go over to my eBay, click on selling, it will take you over to your seller hub. Scroll down. On this account, I've got a selling limit where I can list up to 3,000 items and up to £250,000 or more. Many of you watching this video might have a lower selling limit, or maybe even some of you might have a higher limit. So let's go with the typical selling limit that a new starter comes out with. Maybe they can list up to 10 items, and maybe they can list up to £1,000 or more, or dollars if you're based in the United States. What actually happens is, if your selling limit is 10 items, it means that the maximum you can list at any one point is 10 active listings on eBay. Now, you need to be very careful, because if you list 5 items and within that 30-day period, if all 5 of those items sell, then each time an item sells, it increases, it goes up 1. If you have 5 items listed and you make 5 sales within the 30-day period, you would have actually eaten up into your maximum selling limit, which is 10 items. So what you want to do is definitely max out your limit if you can, because what actually happens is, if you list 10 items, the products will still sell, but it'll just show that you've gone over your selling limit, which is absolutely fine. And if it says your maximum is £1,000, it means that all those items combined cannot exceed £1,000. So let me give you an example. If you've got 9 items and each one is valued at £500, you can only list 2 items, because when you list 2 items, that will maximize it to £1,000. So you can't go beyond the amount that they list you, and the amount of items, and you can't go in the pounds amount or the dollar amount. So bear that in mind when you are looking at selling limit increases. And whatever you do, never click this button where it says request to list more, because what I've found, speaking to many beginner sellers from experience, that this doesn't work very well. When you click on this automated button, it just doesn't work very well, and I'll explain to you why. First thing that you want to do to increase your selling limit is you want to max out your selling limit. So if you could list up to 10 items, go ahead and list 10 items. Now, what you also want to do is you want to sell items that will sell pretty fast. Pay a visit to the Poundland, pay a visit to the dollar store, sell these cheap items that people aren't going to think about. See, for example, if you sell this item £38.99, a lot of people are going to think about it. But if you're going to sell like a £1 item, a 99p item, then you know what? Yeah, you're not going to max out your limit on a pounds wise, but you can max it out like 10 items, and these products will sell fast. So what you want to do is you want to max out your limit, sell 10 cheap items, and then when they sell, you will actually go beyond that limit. Remember I said that if you can still sell more. So if you list 10 items and you make 5 sales, it'll take you up to 15. So you've actually maxed out your limit and you've gone beyond it. This is the first step that you want to do. The next step that you want to do is you want to go over to help and contact, and then type in selling limits. So selling limits here, and then you click on the first tab. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to request a limit increase. You want to scroll down. What you want to do is click on contact us. So you can speak to someone on live chat, but I would say the best option is if you could speak to someone on the phone. This is the best. All right, speak to someone on the phone, whether you get through to someone in Ireland, USA, or Philippines, or India, it doesn't matter. Ideally, you want to speak to someone on the phone. Phone option is the best. Then second is chat. So eBay are going to say to you, hey, how you doing? And listen, be sweet with them, be nice with them, give them all the sweet talk, ask them how they're doing, be friendly to them, and then say to them, listen, eBay is a fantastic platform. I really want to sell more on there, but I've maxed out my selling limit. And they're going to say, oh, what you're selling, blah, blah, blah. Say, listen, I've got loads of products around the house. I just want to get rid of them. But as a matter of fact, I'm actually thinking about going serious on eBay, and I do have a bunch of products that I actually bought wholesale. So if I can list these items on eBay, it will really help me out. And if you can increase my limit to 1,000 items and £10,000, I will be really happy with that. It will really help me to take off on eBay. As you can see, Mr. Customer Service Representative, I've already listed a few items, made a few sales. Now I just want to take it to that next level. Most likely they will increase your selling limit. And if they do, remember not to put in a request for 30 days again. So for example, today is the 1st of December. Don't put in another request until 1st of January. Now, if you do get rejected, don't worry about it. It happens. But that doesn't mean put the phone down and request another selling limit, right? If you keep requesting selling limit increases in short periods of time, your account may get suspended, and then you're going to have to pick up the phone and provide extra details. You're going to look suspicious. So you don't want to do that. You want to wait at least 30 days every time you put in a selling limit increase. If you click on the video that you see on the screen right now, I share with you 10 tips that every beginner should be following to get more sales on eBay. Click on that video now.